Hey, what's happening guys, it's your host Amok back with another interesting video. And today we are going to be doing an unboxing and my first impressions with this Asus Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro. So without further ado, let's get started. So opening up the box, we get some paperwork along with a polycarbonate case. Moving on, we have the device itself which is in this gold color. And then we get a power adapter which is of 5V at 2A along with a micro USB cable and earphones with extra earbuds. Interesting. Now taking a look at the device, I must say it is very light in terms of weight. Now this is the higher end variant of the Asus Zenfone Selfie lineup which sells for Rs 24,000. Talking about the physical overview, on the top you get a secondary noise cancellation microphone. To the right we have volume rockers and power on off button. To the bottom a 3.5mm headphone jack, primary microphone, micro USB port and speaker grill. And to the left we have SIM card tray. Now do note that this is a dual SIM hybrid slot and you can insert 1 nano SIM and a SD card or 2 nano SIMs. To the back you get a 16MP shooter with dual LED flash and Asus branding. And to the front, you have main earpiece, sensors and 2 dual cameras. Yes, here one is the 12MP shooter and the second one is an 8MP wide angle lens along with a front facing flash. We also have a fingerprint scanner at the bottom. Now, let's power on the device and do the initial setup, but meantime, here are the specifications for your reference. This Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro is having a 5.5 inches of 1080p AMOLED display with Corning Gorilla Glass 5. It runs on Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 processor which is an octa-core CPU clocked at 2 GHz. It has Adreno 506 GPU and moving on to the camera, it has a 16MP back camera with electronic image stabilization and dual LED flash and a dual 12 plus 8MP front facing cameras with a single LED flash. It has 64GB of internal memory with 4GB of RAM and you can expand the storage via microSD card up to 256GB. It also has a DTS sound enhancement technology for audio, a fingerprint scanner and a 3000mAh battery but no fast charging support. So I have just finished setting up this device and as you can see this runs on a custom user interface called as Zen UI. And this is how the interface looks like. Now before we proceed further, I want to thank Asus India for providing this smartphone for review. Now let's quickly go to the settings and then go to about the device section, and as you can see this runs on Android version 7.1.1 Nougat with October security patch level. Moving on to the storage, out of that 64GB you get about 51.77GB free to use. Again, there are a couple of apps pre-installed which you can uninstall later. Now again, initial impressions, the phone feels very light to hold as I said, and also the user interface is pretty responsive and fast enough. Again, the highlighting point of this device is the dual front facing cameras, so let's just check out the camera. So the interface is pretty clean and you have a couple of options such as flash, timer, and you also have a portrait mode even though it has only single lens. That's interesting. Now this camera can capture videos at 1080p up to 60 frames per second and also at 4K resolution. You also get a Pro mode here which is really nice. And now moving on to the front facing camera, we have two options. As you can see, one is the normal vision and the second one enables the wide angle lens. And you also have a portrait mode for front facing camera as well. Well, that's really cool. We also have a dedicated beauty mode too. And now let's just quickly take a look at some of the sample photographs which I have taken with this smartphone. So as you can see, these are some of the snaps which I have taken from this smartphone in various lighting conditions so that you can get a quick idea about the camera. Again, I will have to test the camera a lot more and then I'll post a dedicated camera review of the same. Now before I end this video, let me quickly show you the fingerprint scanner accuracy. So as you can see, I have set up the fingerprint scanner here and let's just see how fast it is. And yes, as you can see, it is very fast. Again, it's not the fastest that I have seen, but still it's good enough I would say. So that's all for this unboxing and my quick overview with this Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro. I will test this device for a week and then I'll post its full review with its pros and cons. So if you have any other questions regarding this device, then let me know in the comment section below. Like this video if you have enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel for some more interesting tech product videos in the future. That's all for this video then. Thank you so much for watching. This is your host Amok signing off. Until then, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye and take care.